Don't know what to make for Dad for Father's Day yet? Try out this easy roast pork recipe. It's juicy, tender, and he'll surely love it. So to get our roast pork started, here I have a beautiful pork shoulder from Running W. Has a nice little the skin on it still. I've washed it, I've cleaned it, it's ready to go. What I'll do with this is, I'm using a small little knife. I'm going to bore some holes on the top of it. And this, I'll stuff it with some garlic. So I'm just going to add a couple holes on top, not go all the way through. And I'm only doing on the top because if I were to do on the sides, all the juices, all the niceness of this pork will help to come out on the sides. And we don't want that. We want to keep all the juices inside. So I have about 6 cloves of garlic that I've peeled already. I've cut in half, and I'm going to just insert it into the holes that I've made already. This will ensure that I get all the flavor inside of the meat. And then also I'm going to add some fresh sprigs of thyme right into the same hole with the garlic. Just mash it in there. This will allow for more flavor to get inside of the meat. And then I'm going to do a dry rub on top. So if you notice, I haven't cut off the skin. I'm going to place the skin down into the pan, and that will be crispy and get cooked while we bake it. And it's going to allow for moisture to stay in and add extra flavor to our roast. So I'll put this into my pan now. And for our dry rubs, I have 1 tablespoon of black pepper, half teaspoon of salt. Get that all in there. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. I have some seasonal, 1 teaspoon as well. And I have some cloves. Pork goes really well with cloves, so about 1/8 teaspoon. I'm going to mix this all up, and I'm going to add it generously on top of our pork. And we're going to go from high and just add that to the pork. We go from high because if we go low, only that one section would get the seasoning, and you want it all over the pork. All on the sides. Everywhere. Turn it around. For a pork this size, this would take about 2 to 3 hours in the oven at 300 degrees Celsius. But luckily with my Mabe oven, it comes with a meat probe. I'm going to be using this today. We insert this into the roast pork, and then I connect it directly to the oven, and I could tell the oven what temperature I want my roast pork to cook at. So I know I'll get an extra juicy and a well-cooked piece of meat. So with this now, I'm going to cover it with foil. I have my oven already preheated at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to show you how to connect the probe in a few. So this pork shoulder is bone-in. So when we enter the probe, we don't want to touch the bone. This part will go inside and connected to the oven, and we'll set the temperature what we want to cook it at. Now our roast is ready. I've transferred it into this beautiful dish, and we're gonna get ready to cut. Gently cut on this side of the pork. Wow, look at that. And it's juicy. And thanks to my meat thermometer, the meat probe, I know that this is fully cooked. And now time for a taste test. Tender and juicy. See all the juice running down my hand right now. It's so good. Dad will definitely enjoy this for Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.